Oh, we're back. I kind of lost my voice over the weekend. It's actually day 240. We didn't hit Bob yesterday. There's so much going on. I actually lost my voice. Commentating for probably like 16 hours over the last 2 days. So we're back. Ordered a new plastic training sword, and won't be here till tomorrow. We'll be back to the usual Bob stuff till the next tournament, which is in March, I believe. March. This is upstairs neighbor vibe, because we are actually probably upstairs above somebody. Let's see. Yo! Scott, what up? I'm getting ready to check out of the hotel. Man, we had this whole space rented out specifically for hitting Bob in the hotel, and I don't think I did it all. I'm just going to check and make sure that the counter is counting. It does have this counter back here. Hang on. Yeah, all right. It's counting. Yo, Basio, what's up? What an eventful 3 days. I actually kind of lost my voice from talking so much live streaming. Yo, how's it going? I tell you what, let me drink some coffee or something here. Maybe this will help my voice. Yeah, nice. Whew. Yeah. Get that workout in. Back to my workouts. So I was gonna say, you know what? I have to get these band. What up? I get these last million hits in because I gotta start doing. I gotta get to my exercise streams. I'm fighting in Europe in July. Oh. I don't even know. Is that what league you're in over there? But over these 3 days, over 250,000 people tuned in. Yeah, for the Buhert International Invitational. It's gonna be in Romania. So I gotta get this thing off of here. Hang on. For Team USA in longsword and buckler. We had 250,000 people that tuned in to watch this for 3 days down here. Raw. And I talked the other day, Friday, live streamed 10.5 hours. My voice is getting better. Maybe I need to drink some more coffee. I sat in the same seat for 10.5 hours and talked to the live stream. The lighting in here kind of sucks, huh? How do you get into it? The fighting stuff, the maybe more easier term to remember is armored combat, but like the real technical term is Buhert. Yo. Almost Eminem. I don't know if I understand. Larry, well, I only got the semifinals. Actually, everybody, even the guy that I'm going to fight overseas with, didn't get a medal either. So, got some practicing to do, I guess. I don't know, man. Things happen, but still. Go over to fight footage. Oh, dude. I got this down here at Carolina Carnage. So when I was at the beach, man, somebody, oh, wait, let me see. I'm starting to miss chat. We're hitting our buddy Bob here in the hotel room. The last hour before I got to check out of the hotel. No, I don't have an IMCF membership for that league that's in Denmark. That it's funny because Denmark is the only one people ask about, and I don't fight in that league. Maybe I should, huh? Good morning, happy spooning. Yo, what's up again? Uh, I don't know, man. I got this from Grok. This is a vendor down here. Yo, Kay, what up? Oh, Kay, thanks for boxing gloves. I'm not a good recommendation person for foam stuff because I really don't own any except this one. I bought this one in person. Yo, yes. Yeah. AMMA. I love it. It's the best cage fight ever fought in AMMA. Oh yeah, this is what it looked like. The lighting in here kind of stinks. What's up, Woodland? Yo, of course it's what's up. How's it going today? Y'all know that over 3 live streams, guys, over 250,000 people tuned in. This is nuts. We're at this is how many. So this is the very last thing I'm doing in the hotel. 700. It's backwards. 740,000. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, man. I didn't even think 30 people were gonna tune in. Bossy, I'm telling you what, man. That AMMA is the best cage fight league I've ever fought in. There's nothing like it. It's so organized and well run. Yeah, well, okay, here we go. We're back. Yeah, dude, there's over 3,000 people tuned in. That's when for me chat gets out of control and I can't keep up. 'Cause there's like 80 comments go by in like a minute, and I'm like, I miss it all. Thank you, Atlantic. The next one is gonna be in March. However, I have to call off work to go to it, so I don't know if I'm gonna be able to stream it in a way too. Oh, really? Did anyone see any of that in the live stream? Did they even were they talking or anything? Oh, Jordan, yeah, man, I'm sorry if I missed it, man. It was kind of out of control to try and keep up. Because whenever I'm aiming at the footage, I'm aiming. I'm not always watching the camera. I'm looking to see where other stuff's happening. Because if there's something more going on to the side, I can't just have tunnel vision staring at what I'm looking at now, and I have to see oh, we gotta zoom over here. You know what I mean? So that's when I really miss the chat. Tell you what, I could maybe if you want. I'm gonna screenshot that. All right. Hey, if you let me, I'll post a video. I'll see if I can get you an opponent. I'm not some super famous dude, but yeah, in pro fight category, I could put I could put something together. Because Pete Mo is looking for a fight too. I could maybe I could put a little thing together. Take a couple pictures, stock pictures of you and him, and say, hey, 2 of my friends are looking for some fights. The dude that's looking for a fight is crazy big dude, I could do that and say, who wants to fight? I'm not even saying, who wants to fight me? We could do that. We could have a trio. We're all looking for some fights. So is AMA coming there? So you'd be fighting over there in AMA, right? Dude, this UFO is from Medieval Extreme. It's titanium, very light. But you're saying you're saying your fight would be in Poland though, right? You need someone in Poland. Oh man. Oh, dude, this is great. I'm not trying to overuse it, hitting his dummy the whole time. I love it, man. Yeah, so let's go over it, dude. This is they had some different grips. I bought the tape. I I'm just, because I'm using gloves. So I fought. Okay, Poland, gotcha, all right. And yes, they're going to be there. Yo, Jordan, peace and blessings to you too, man. Oh, you don't get to tell me the number. What's your, you don't have to tell me, because it's rude to ask a woman her weight, but which weight class are you in? Okay. Let me take a screenshot of that too. Because I know Mo is in freaking he's in like super heavyweight, like Titan weight. I'm popping your feet every day, dude. I'm telling you what, man. We got what's up, Double D? We got 260,000 hits to go. And then we're going to switch this over to exercise live stream. And I bet you know what? So many people followed for that Boo Hurt fighting content that people are probably going to tune in today and be like, what is this dude doing? But just to continue that review. So I got this here Friday. It's a foam sword. You know, it's got some weight to it. You don't want to just do this. You can feel it like, doop. Like that's a little bit harder than that. You're going to feel it. Very, very happy with this purchase. So it's a, not teal. I don't even know what kind of green this is. But I like this color too. And oh yo man, I'm glad you're sore. Maybe not tired, but glad you're sore. Pixie, what's up? Yeah, still in. Isn't that insane? Pixie. Yeah, well, just to wrap up the sword, man. Dude, I will tell you what. So I bought this mainly. Do you know why I got this? Because my daughter's gonna hit me with this. Yes, it is. Yeah, Gorg Tech sword. Judo Panda. Yeah, dude. So to start getting more time, like fighting for buckler. So I got this so my daughter can hit me with this instead of her hitting me with my steel swords all the time. Dwight, what up? Dwight, dude, if you tuned in, man, I know you were dead at one time. I could not keep up with chat that day you were here. Yeah, no more overstimulation. Judo Panda, that's awesome to hear. Heck yeah. I think they got really good stuff. I would have bought more, but I don't really need anything else specifically other than I needed a sword my daughter can comfortably swing around at me to help me practice. Hand is all right. I don't know, maybe it never broke, but I can actually now bend it like today. I can bend it like normal, just in time getting back to hitting Bob. I do like some fantasy medieval literature. We were just actually talking about that the other day. I don't read a whole lot of fiction though, because sometimes I'm just like I don't get. They gotta be like really good, or sometimes it just doesn't capture my attention. Yeah, those shields were great looking too. I would have bought a shield, but I didn't have enough to just keep buying stuff. Yeah, dude, I don't know. Bruised knuckle. Mango, what up? It's Mango. Guys, look at this. Guys, so it's backwards. Let me flip this around. I don't think I broke it. It's still kind of messed up. Nope, not flip. Hold on. Wrong button. Sir Mango, everybody. Dude, give this dude a follow if you in here. Oh man. Awesome guy. It's so cool we all met in person. Yeah, man. That's him, Sir Mango. Dude. So this is the first BI event I did this year. Oh, Shadow, thanks for the heart me. Pixie. I was going to say Pixie. Isn't that crazy? 250,000 people tuned in over the weekend. It is crazy to actually meet people in real life. Now we all know what we look like. Yeah, man, I don't do it for everybody. Only like, there's like people that because you're, besides just being like a good dude, you have a good TikTok. Oh man. It's different, dude. When Komish showed up, when there were like 2,000 people tuned in, I was like, guys, I guess it was hard for you to tune in while there were like 3,000 people tuned in. But I was like, follow this dude. I guess he said a whole bunch of people went and followed him. Next time, man, we'll have to have some. Well, oh, yo, dude. Next time, I just hold up the sticker. Yeah, man, that's probably the first of many. First Boo Herd event I've done this year. I don't know if I'm gonna do as many this year, but I'd like to get it like 10 events if possible. I'm scheduled for 3. Yeah. See, the thing is, I always, and it's because I know you told me we were sitting one day, but I always gotta get down by that outlet to plug this in because my the camera will die. Now I gotta get the. I actually taped the charger into the wall at Carnage and run it up to the front row because otherwise the live stream ends after a couple hours because my battery packs don't keep up. And I'm glad, man, we actually got on the wireless connection this time. Ooh, I started to say ooh before I did it. I can't punch with this hand, with that finger. I can now move it. I'm not exactly gripping this as hard as I can with that finger either, but nights on the beach, yeah. Nights on the beach every year, same week. If I miss anything while we're talking now. Yo, man. Mango, heck yeah, man. Be safe, man. I'll catch you later. I'm getting on the road too in about a half hour. I gotta start packing up and we gotta get out of here too. Somewhere like halfway home, I might stop and hit Bob, depending what the weather's like out there. We might get a Bob road trip show. Maybe at like a rest stop or something. October, okay? Yeah, keep me updated. Band, what's up? Yeah, Mango, be safe, man. It's actually, the colors come back to normal. The lighting in here is horrible. But, really weird. See where that black dot is? Maybe you can't. That was like the point of impact, I guess. Really weird. And then everything around it was like dark purple. Band, it was from fighting the other day. This guy from Canada hit me in the hand so many times and so hard. I actually switched to fighting him left-handed halfway through it because he had busted up my right hand so bad. Yeah, you remember that, dude? That's the one thing about longsword. Even buckler. One time even in buckler, I got my fingers crushed. Yeah. Oh yeah. So here's the story behind the Marshall video was. See, this is more like it, guys. 11 of us. 11. I'm back to the which I don't. It's fine. My whole thing was if we didn't get 30 people to tune in for Carolina Carnage, which I was convinced was going to happen, I was like, I'm done. We had like 1,000% more than that though, which was great. But I was like, if only 30 people tune in for the biggest event, like I'm done. All right. So the guy busted up my hand so much. Yeah, 12 now. What up? Guys, just to let you in a secret, and I won't be mad if y'all tune up. I might have to go to the bathroom. And I'll just have to have the camera focus at Bob. I'm going to give it a minute, and I'm going to have to go, or it's going to happen on the live stream. Featherfall, what up? So my hand was so busted up after the first round of fighting that guy. So I went over, man. I threw off my gauntlet. And I was like, can I even move my fingers? So I thought in my head, I was like, if I'm losing, I'm just gonna forfeit the rest of the round because I thought my finger is broke. So I like kind of walk over. It's like, Featherfall, what's up? Yeah, dude. Mo, what's up? Right? Talking about gotta go to the bathroom. That's what you're talking about. So I'm looking at my hand, my busted up finger. It's like I can't even move it. So I'm like, well, let me go see if I'm winning. I was like, if I'm losing this round, I was like, maybe I'll just forfeit. What the heck, man? So I kind of walk over. I was like, hey, I was like, can you guys tell me who's ahead? Like, am I winning or losing? And the first guy was like, he's like, I don't know, let me see. Now, so the head marshal goes over, he goes, no. He's like, we can't. He's like, you're not allowed to know. I was like, oh. I was like, huh, okay. So well, I guess we'll just fight then. I thought I beat that dude in the second round by a good bit, but I guess not. Yeah, it was like really dark purple. I might not have to go to the bathroom anymore. The urge is going away. Featherfall, thanks for the rose. Bark, bark. Oh, Feather, I missed your comment. Right? Did you? Dude, Nicholas, thanks. Yeah, I was totally expecting it to be a horrible weekend for live streaming. Do you know what, though, actually, Featherfall, have a good rest of the day at work. About 3 years ago, more people tuned in, but there weren't as many people like concurrent views. But yeah, we were actually like over 3,000, which was nuts. So that was like a record. I was totally expecting to be like 30 people tuned in. Yo, Double D, you also have a good day at work. Good talking to you. Oh, you know what? Yeah, Featherfall, thanks for the rose. Bark, bark. You know, I actually didn't go to the after parties. I went out with, so yesterday, I went out with like a dozen people to go eat dinner. And I got back to the hotel room last night at like 10:30 or something. It's like, I kind of like walked by the after party. Like if this is a doorway, you would have seen me come by like this. And there were people in there. It's like, I don't know. Mo, I just didn't feel like going to it. I hope I got some good, yeah, dude. Gorg, how does everybody know Gorg swords? It is. Man, I love this thing. We got to use it today. This morning, I will probably hit Bob again tonight when I get home, if I can, and then tomorrow. Yeah. No, nobody happened. If somebody would have seen me and been like, Bachata, I would have went to the after party. But everyone's sitting there like, doing their thing. I'm like, so I'm just gonna go to the room. Yo, Steve. Oh, yeah. Man, I love, so the balance on this too. It's almost the same as like my steel arming sword. It's a little bit farther up, but you know, the balance is right here. My steel arming sword is probably like right in here. It's the same balance as my steel one. Oh, Belagarth. Oh, I read that backwards. Belagarth full con. Yo, heck yeah. I love this, man. I bought this so my daughter can hit me with it. So I need to get some more buckler practicing at home so she can swing it at me and I don't have to worry about getting hit with steel anymore. I always let her hit me with my steel. Band, I'm telling you what, man, the after parties though, good times, as I've gone to them every year except this year. I just went home. I mean, I just came back to the hotel and that was it. And now we are upstairs neighbor to somebody down there, probably. I spent all this money on this hotel. It wasn't, I got a deal on it, but this is a huge room, everybody. Huge room for hitting Bob. Specifically, I got this room for that. And I didn't even have any Bob live streams. I had one for an hour the other morning. I don't even think it went 40 minutes, actually. I was like, this is a great, look at all this room. Woo. Not even take advantage of it. Of course, it's thanks for the likes. Oh man. Oh, did somebody get filtered? So we got to check out of the room though here in a little bit. This is also, I guess, going to be kind of a short one. Probably about half hour. In a half hour, I got to get off of here and we got to go pack the car and start driving home. And I got like 3 or 4 days off of work still when I get home, so we'll have a lot of Bob hitting live streams coming up. All the new people that tuned in, see, we're back to normal. 9 people. I'm not complaining about that. I was just saying if my live event didn't get over 30 people, I was like, I'm done. But I guess we're not done. The actual live stream, the official live stream, man, like they only had like 3,000 total views, you know? I don't know how many people tune in for it, like, you know, while it's live, but I did the math on Saturday. We beat the official live stream by like 2,600%. Yo, math went up. Everyday supervillain. Yeah, all right. So here's the disclaimer for now. Now that there's no event, we're back to my training, and this is what every day is like. But we are actually hitting this thing. We're on day 240, 740,000 times. Yo, Johnny, what's up, Johnny? It's a supervillain. We're back to the normal content for now. But in a day or two, I'll have an armor exercise live stream, which is, you know, fun stuff. I might actually do a couple of them since I have a couple days off. Yep. Johnny's taking a seat at the head of the table. And if someone was sitting in it, man, they get right out of it for you. Next tournament, Mo, is in, where's the King of the Keg is in Virginia, right? Oh, all right, supervillain. Yo, Frostline, what's up? I kind of lost my voice over the last couple days. I have kind of a predicament though. So to fight at King of the Keg, I have to call off work, which means if I live stream it, will I get in trouble? That happened last year. Last year I had a whole last year for the same tournament, I faked being sick on here where I posted a video where I put like the mask, the medical mask on. I was like laying on the couch, and everyone's like, and I showed up at tournament. I was like, "What's going on?" Like I thought you were sick. I was like, I just pretended I was sick on TikTok, so that no one would know I called off work to go fight. Yeah, Johnny. Yeah, dude, you would fight. You would give him a heck of a fight. Dude, Johnny, no one's taking your head of the table seat. All right. So here, good times to talk about how, all right, where do you find a team? Is it hard to get into this? Personal reasons, of course, you're right. Mo, so if you find out when or what it is, let me know. Like if you got a date, time, because we're actually scheduled through April. But yeah, if you have info, send me a message about it. It's not hard to get into it. Yo, Johnny, you take care, man. Good to see you, man. I'm glad I was able to find you in that mess of comments during the live the other day. So it's not hard to get into. If you're ever gonna get into this, man, the thing you can do immediately is just start training, like exercise. You know, you need the cardio, you need the endurance to be able to fight in this anyway. Skill and all that stuff, later. That comes later. You only get that by having the endurance to fight in armor to begin with. So to get into it though, man, you might spend like $50 or something for the league membership. The two hardest things, finding people that you can see in person about this, you know, like whether it's a team or go to an event to at least see everything going on, what all this armor, all the swords, axes, and things are like. Oh, okay. Oh, gotcha. All right, Mo, I see. Oh, it's an official BI event. I thought maybe you're talking about just some like all right, so it's an official BI event. You can go to like MCUSA to find a team. Gron, what up? Dude, I ended up getting semifinals. I didn't win anything. MCUSA has an interactive map. So does Armored MMA, AMMA, where you can find hopefully a team near you. If you can't find a team near you, go to an event. Yeah, take it slow, take it smooth. You want to make sure that you're like you're never gonna. Okay, I'm not like you can be in great shape already, but it's a little bit different. This is not like, oh, I can jog 5 miles on the treadmill, or I can bench 315 pounds or something. This is like being able to have a bunch of weight on you and wrestle people for like 30 seconds at a time, and then have to sprint somewhere and be all this stuff and running around, swinging weapons. Guys, I might have to go to the bathroom again. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm fighting the urge. And then trying to find a team near you. Yeah, you think you can do it. And you can, like, use those skills. All that strength, the MMA training on stuff, is going to pay off. But at the same time, if you can't get through, like, 3 2-minute rounds, it's not going to work. Yeah. Do not buy anything before Yeah, do not buy anything before. There's stuff out there that they'll sell. Oh, of course, if you have a good day too, get some rest. You better get some rest. There's stuff out there for sale that they'll be like, this is a Boo Hurt helmet on Amazon or something, and it's not. Yeah, make sure you get it. You gotta get it. Not just, if there's any time in your life to just take advice, you got to get advice from people who do this. Dude, classic story, man. Some of the armor is already like a very easy thing. If you looked at Medieval Extreme, they have it's like perfect. You can see everything like in a full kit. Oh man, and it's a huge investment. This guy, one of my friends, man, back in the day, bought a whole set of armor, posted on Facebook. Everyone's like, you can't use that. This is the wrong kind of metal. God, if I don't go to the bathroom, I'm sorry. We're gonna have to look at Bob for a minute. No offense if you tune out, but I'll be back in like 1 minute. You be back in a minute. Losing my voice. Be back in a minute. All right, we're back, coming back. You know what's really funny? I can't believe it. All right. Oh, right. Still, yo, what's up? We're still here. I will scroll through chat, make sure and try to get back to everything. Oh man, it's because we went to this Mexican restaurant last night. I'm not saying it's just, I'm not blaming Mexican food, man, but I also drank. Oh, Mo, did that hurt me go above our buddy here? Mo, did I tell you, were you here earlier when I was talking about that? You know, I only expected to get 30 people to tune in for the live stream, and we had a total of 250,000 people. I might have been saying 275 earlier. 250,000 people tuned in. It's insane. Mo, when the fem fighters were out there, it was 2.1 thousand people tuned in, like active. It was insane. Yeah. All right, let me try and scroll up through here real quick. Sorry, if I didn't go to the bathroom, man, I would have come out while I'm streaming. All right, we'll go over where do you get armor. Yeah, don't buy anything at all until you see what this is about. IRL, whether it's find a team near you. If there's no team near you, go to an event. All of us are more than happy, at least, you know, afterwards or before, if we're not like pressed for time, to talk with people and show people what this is about. Some events, man, like a lot of them, you can even probably try something on, let someone punch you or hit you in their armor. And then, dude, and supervillain, whatever you want to, as long as it's a weapon that's approved, whatever you want to fight with, man. If you like an axe, use an axe. I don't even know if they still let you do it, but the people used to use those two-headed axes with the axe head on each side. I don't know why it couldn't, but it kind of might have to match your armor. Yeah. Yeah, right. I love being able to see people I know. I think I'm a good commentator. The reason I don't do it for the official Carolina Carnage live stream is because I got guys. One of the guys that does that worked for C-SPAN, and you know, imagine me on the official Carolina Carnage live stream. I don't know, because the thing is, they'll be like, "What team is that?" I'd be like, I don't know," or "Where's that team from?" I don't know. You know, I only kind of know teams as I meet people who are on those teams. You know, I know Vagabonds. Johnny Porter's team, but I don't know, are they from a city? I don't know any history about them. I'm good at talking about people. I'm like, there's Mo Throws. Or there's Jay Throws. You know, and dude, I know. The funny thing, supervillain, you want to hear something funny? Yeah, dancing, punching people, man. How much better could it be? Oh, Zay, I hope you're still here. I don't know. I don't understand the foreign language comment. Yo, Deb, what's up? Sorry, I was in the bathroom and catching up through chat. All right, Matt, I remember your name. At least you know why? Because I remember the emotes. I remember it coming by. I don't know if and I'm sorry if you had stuff to say yesterday and I didn't see it, but stuff was going by so quick. So this guy's hitting a dummy, not just like I am talking to chat. I'm not even looking at the dummy, but doing going through like proper sword technique. You know, if you're gonna get anything at all in the beginning, getting a sword probably doesn't hurt. But odds are, if you just randomly buy a sword, a blunt sword, you're gonna buy another one day because you're like, oh, I don't like this one, because a lot of this stuff custom made. So the question about where you get the armor and stuff, all my armor is from private messages on Messenger, talking to a blacksmith overseas to get it made. Then you just transfer money into their bank account. And you're like, boy, I hope this guy's legit. But they are. Yeah, you can use mace. Everybody's using these ball maces these days. Oh, the fun fact. Dude, I should have a fun fact submission. Next year, if I don't fight Melee next year, I will have people send me stuff. So we can have a fun fact thing. Guys, dude, I'm not trying to sound, I'm not making it sound at all like I'm better than their official live stream, but we had more people here than theirs. That happened last year. That happened the year before. So next year, we'll all do the fun facts too. Yeah, it's different, man. Did I answer everything, or are we talking about something still? About this, getting into the sport? And you don't have to be with any team either. Just so you don't have to have people that live near you to do this. While it obviously really helps to have people to train with and talk to and do stuff with the sport, man, you don't necessarily have to be on a team. As an example, I showed up. I didn't even claim a team to fight this year. Yeah, dude. It is insane. And, Jay, what's up? Are y'all back home? What's up, Jay? We're hitting Bob in the hotel. Oh yeah. And I'm live almost every day at some point of the day. So yeah. If you ever think of questions, or send me a message. In Canada, yeah, there is actually one of the teams was here from Canada. But from what I understand, there's not a whole lot of teams in Canada. They're kind of spread out. But there are they had a tournament maybe 2 months ago to qualify for the Canadian team that's fighting overseas, I think. But there are people in Canada that do it. Yeah, dude, Hugo, before you ask, that's my soldier noise of the day. I lost my voice, man. It's probably as good as I can do. I did a soldier noise for, I think, yesterday, right? Or the day before. Yo, a real soldier. That's the best soldier we get today. Boo the Hurt, what's up? Boo the Hurt was on the live stream. See, that was one of the coolest things, guys, that I was able to, like, see people and really, like, that we know. We'd be like, oh, like, there's Boo the Hurt. Like, let's watch what he's doing. Or, you know, like, my teammate Chris. Let's follow Chris around. The mass battles was wild, wasn't it, dude? Oh, man. The football game thing that y'all did was kind of crazy, too. The punching thing at the end, man, was also pretty crazy. Are you trying to do the mass battles though, like to be for the Team USA mass battles? Well, man, I tell you what, man, it wasn't a very long day though. Boo the Hurt, you know what I mean? Like it was. We ended up. I think they started like 10:15, and it ended at It's probably only 4 hours. You know what I mean, dude? Wasn't it chaotic? There's a strategy to it, you know what I mean? Like, but yeah, I mean, it does look pretty chaotic. My favorite thing is when, Half Sword IRL. One of my favorite things, guys, is when you would see, and it happened to the blue team a lot, where I'd be like, oh my, I was like, they captured another one, where the red team would like drag somebody from the blue team like down the rail onto their side, and then they would all smash the guy in the blue. Yo, Tin Man, what's up? Thank you for the heart me. Oh yeah, my buddy Craig, I uploaded a 30s highlight video today, and he was showing me at the end how his shield had a big hole in it, which is I'm glad we ran into him. Someone's like, do an interview. I was like, well, I don't want to like leave here right now. And then, sure enough, here comes Craig. Oh my God. We did some interviews at the end. Really funny, guys. I ran into the guy whose face was bleeding was the guy who beat my friend in his MMA match. Yeah, dude. But in a way though, you'd be kind of surprised. Armor does work pretty good. I mean, you can get rocked really hard in armor. Like if I have a sword and I'm just going like this, and someone's got full plate with like good padding, like that doesn't. You kind of feel it doesn't hurt. You know what I mean? A pole arm, yeah. At the same time, if you get to the pole arm in a really armored part of your body, you feel the impact. Those things are really heavy. And it's not like every time someone's going to get to, no one's going to just tee off on you 100% all the time. That the odds go up the less people that are left. Yeah, the event's over now. The next one's in a month. And now we're stuck with me hitting our buddy Bob here over and over. Oh my God. The funniest thing, man, is whenever someone holds you. Like, it's happened to me. Someone, like, holds your arm, and there's no armor here. And they're like, hit him in the arm. There's nothing, I mean, I'm saying funny, but there's nothing like it when someone's telling their teammate, Like, I got his arm, and you can't get away. And like, you're trying to like block, and like hit him in the arm. You're trying to block it, and then one of those gets through. It's like bap, like right in your bicep. Then the next day you wake up, and your arm is totally purple. Well, 2 days later, someone's drilling something. I'm still in the hotel. I got to check out by 11, so we only got about 10 more minutes, everybody, just so we know. I'm going to try and find a nice spot to camp out and hit Bob on the way home. If not, we'll have another Bob hit when we get home. Dude, yeah, it was insane, man. Yeah, it proved me wrong. This app hates that content for me so much these days. I was like, if we don't get 30 people to tune in, I was like, I don't want to be sitting here live streaming for 10 hours with 30 people. And sure enough, it was like thousands of people, which was great. So I'm thankful for that. Even if I can keep up with chat, but just for people to be like, what is this? What in the world is this? Oh, the best was actually one of the best parts was yesterday. You know, just like, who's going to win, blue side or red side? Everyone's like, is this a Super Bowl? It's like, yeah, it's like, it kind of was because they're playing football with a flag. So, yeah, so the bruise is here. A roadmap. Yeah, Jay throws, your back is a roadmap of bruises with some four-way intersections, probably around the shoulder blades. My back is a bunch. It looks like a city map. Oh, really? Wow. Yeah, I looked at one point, we were over 3,000 people average tuned in for a good bit. Huh. That's crazy, man. All right. Favorite helmet. But what was I going to say before that? Dude. Yeah. Supervillain. Before the helmet and that other question. My personal thing, what helps me, I'm 47. What helps me is a high intensity interval training. So besides anything you're doing for cardio, like don't think of it like I got to run an hour. Think of it like, and I run like, I do sprints, 60 seconds, 30-second break on a track indoors, 60 seconds, sprint. Take a break. Sometimes get something, if you got something to hold above your head, do some sprints, 60 seconds, 30-second break. Just do like a dozen of them. Helps. Don't just think, and you probably know this, but just don't be like, you know, I just did an endurance run of a 5K. While that is good and probably great for your body, the cardio, you know, it is not, you got to try and mimic, dude. Yo, Mo, throw sex on the roses. Try and mimic the battle scenarios. You're wrestling. You know, you're wrestling somebody for like 20 seconds. And they might be standing, and all of a sudden you're like, boom, run over here, run over here, a kick, you know. Then you might be sitting around for 10, 15 seconds. You might be like this, leaning on somebody in a corner. And you're both hoping your team's going to come help you. My favorite helmet, by the way, is a Sugarloaf. I should just say that, get out of the way. Yeah. High intensity. The M? I don't know, we didn't hit any M's, but we were in the K's. Nice. Yeah, then that's the way to do it. And then like I'm saying too, you don't need to be on a team, but you need to be able to at least get some guidance in person at least once, or have contact with somebody. It's good to find a team near you and at least to visit them if they have practices, to meet everybody, because there are a lot of teams, to tell you the truth, there's people that live hours away from them. It's very common where somebody's like, well, there's no team near me. You know, or they're like, why I'm part of this team, but I live like an hour and a half away, you know? Yeah, the FaceTime. Every time that I have new people for our team, I have an in-person day where I bring all my armor, like, all kinds of weapons and shields. And if someone fits in it, we might get someone in some of the armor and do a couple rounds where I might just have a shield and block the whole time and let them take some swings at me for like 3 minutes. 3 rounds or something like that, and just to try it out. But dude, like I mean, you're looking at this through the camera, And I can tell you exactly, this is a medieval extreme buckler. It's totally legal. You know, the swords are easy, but when it comes to the armor and stuff, it's not like going to Dick's Sporting Goods and buying a set of armor. You know what I mean? There's a lot of specifics to it. And the rules change. People are selling armor. Like, I got a whole used set of armor. Well, maybe it's used because it's banned now. You know, maybe their armor didn't match. It's from a different time period. Like, the arms are different than the legs, and you get in trouble for it. You don't get super trouble, but they'll give you a green card at an event if your armor doesn't match. Yeah, it's all tailored. A good armor will ask you questions. My armor, when I had my first set of armor, I sent them like, I don't know, say it's like 50 measurements. Scam likely. Incoming call. Scam likely. You can't use Warhammer, unfortunately. You can use a mace, though. The maces are a little bit light, but I mean, you can use a mace. Closest thing to a Warhammer you can use. You can use a long halberd, but you can't use a hammer sign. But they'll take like 50 measurements, you know, from here to here, here to here, you know, and the circumferences. And my blacksmith, yeah, Jay throws mace. Oh, dude. Do you guys hear the construction? So I shouldn't worry about hitting Bob. We'll blame it on the construction. But dude, you know, especially when it comes to like helmets and things, like, oh, I got to use helmet for sale, and then you might buy it and end up you waste $600 on a used helmet because it was a piece of crap or something. Everyone's like, no, like you can't fight in that. You know what I mean? Anyway, so we're just hitting our buddy Bob here for fun, and I'm gonna have to go in about 5 minutes because I'm still in the hotel room. I got to check out at 11. It's 10:45. So about once a month I make it to events like that. Just so you know, that is the biggest event. They're usually smaller. Same kind of footage. People beating the crap out of each other. But they're usually not like, you know, it's not like 10 hours of it. The worst injury I had was, you know, I've lost teeth twice. Yo, Laser, what's up? I remember when you've been here. It has been a little while. I've lost teeth on 2 separate occasions. Now I always wear a mouth guard. My fingers usually get busted up. Worst injuries probably just really bad bruises. Get smacked. You know, you take an axe to the bicep, to the back. Yo, well, all right. So here's the fair warning, Steve. My usual live streams is like exercise for it, hitting Bob a million times. We're on day 240, and we're on 740,000 hits. Once we get to 1 million, the content's going to change to more like, you know, exercise stuff. Yeah. I lost teeth, man. The first time I lost teeth, I was trying to, through my helmet. So here's a good story about that. A good safety story. I was my first practice ever, threw everything on, man. I was fighting this guy. I'm like, woo. And this guy that knocked my tooth out was like 55 years old with a metal buckler. I'm like, all right, like, yeah, like I'm in armor. I'm like, yeah. We were punching and stuff too, you know. I think I was holding it this way. I was punching like this. And I'm like, woo. So I'm standing like this. And this guy comes with this shield punch. And he's like, boom, like straight up the middle and hits the helmet. And because I was borrowing a helmet and it didn't fit like exactly properly, it's really close to my face. So he hit it, and it kind of slid the helmet down. And I don't know if I was like smiling inside, like, or something, but the bar inside just hit my tooth, busted it right in half, right at the bottom, like it was nothing. It was like dink, and I was like, oh, I could feel it. So I finished fighting, and at the end I was like, guys, I was like, I lost a tooth. Like what? I was like, my tooth came out. Like, why don't you stop? I was like, it was too much fun. Jay throws, you're the GOAT. Here's what we'll do. Let me, because I'm going to get behind in chat. Let me get a couple hits on Bob here real quick. And then we'll get the total number, and now we'll try and catch up on chat, because if I don't check out of the hotel by 11, they're going to be mad. I love this foam sword, though. All right. Ooh, thanks for the likes, by the way. But this is my usual content. Great time now that there's not 3,000 people here, though, to try and field questions. All right, let's see where we're at. Every year I stick around and help tear down that whole event. That whole place is empty. We take all those wooden rings, the lists down, pack them up in a truck. I just like to hang out with people afterwards. All right. Not a whole lot. This is the thing on the back of Bob. 1345. Write down. I'll get to chat right after this. So we're going to write this up here because I may pull over at a scenic area and hit Bob outside or something. So that's where we're at so far, which isn't bad, but I got to get like 3,000 a day or else we get behind. All right. So let's catch up with chat, and then then I better go, or I'm gonna get in trouble. The hotel people are gonna come. Jay, thanks for the repost, and Jay, you're awesome, guys. Mo throws, Jay throws. I know there's only 0.5% of us tuned in compared to the last couple days, but they both do this and are super tough and fit. You should give them a follow. I'm sure they're gonna have more Carolina Carnage footage. All right, let me catch up with chat, and then I got to get out of here. I'm going to get in trouble. Oh, yeah. Mo, that's the thing, too. And the whole thing with Ukraine, a lot of this stuff is made in Ukraine, and you never know. That front line is so stable, right? They only advance, they measure it in meters. The advancement of Russia is so slow. It's not going to change overnight, or perhaps in months. But they bomb farther. They bomb cities. The guy who made my armor, his workshop got bombed within the first couple weeks. So you never know what's going to happen. That's cool though, man. All right, sword is cute. Well, wait, we're way past that. Sorry, lost teeth. Oh, and someone asked about the injuries at the event. Someone took an axe to their neck for real. Had to go to the hospital. That was probably the most serious event. Someone was walking around on crutches yesterday. Someone probably messed up their leg. But for the most part, man, a lot of the injuries, you're gonna get a lot of bruises. You gotta watch them get a concussion. Your joint injuries. If somebody falls on you, Zach fell on somebody, and the guy had to see the doctor. Yeah, thank you about driving. Yeah, 1 million, and on the millionth hit, we're hitting with sharp swords. What I think about those files, dude, I don't even know, man. I think with those files, whatever they release is not even gonna. It could be all. They've had years to alter it, put people on it that shouldn't be on it, should be on it, take people off that should be on it that aren't on it now. Like, dude, that's a mess. I don't even care if they. Honestly, I don't even care if they release it now. You're gonna believe what you did in the beginning. So and so is on this list. So to you, they were on it. Whether they're on it or not, right? You know what I mean? It's such a joke. They should have just in the very beginning have released them. Now that it's like saying, okay, let me just hold on to my personal journal for 2 years, and in that 2 years, I might just write a name, might erase a name. You know, it's gonna be so messed up. Oh, guys, and look, one cool you get all kinds of cool shirts and stuff too in this sport. I'll show. This is my Knights of Wakanda shirt from the Boohert guys. I bought it, you know what I mean? But yeah, dude, all my T-shirts are like Boohert related. All right, yeah, but we'll have a less hectic live stream once I'm packed up and back home. But yeah, anytime, every day, man, we're training for hitting million hits in a year or less. And you got any questions about Boohert? Bring them. All right, if I don't go, we're gonna get in trouble. Yo, thanks, Mo and Jay. My upload tonight will be the axe that broke and flew into the stands. And then I just uploaded the 30 by 30 versus 30 highlight video if anyone wants to know. I'm back to the realm of 10 likes. Now that we're not popular live streaming every day. Lamar, did I say it wrong? Yeah, supervillain. Heck yeah. Wait, I'll type this in here. Look up, this is the organization that this event was. So you can look up that place and you can look up, I'm typing it because you might not understand what I'm saying sometimes. I don't speak the clearest. Look up those two organizations. I'll let it run for a second. And then you can both of those should have some kind of I gotta put Bob in his stroller and take him downstairs. Oh shit, guys, the stroller isn't up here. I gotta get it out of the car. Oh man, but yeah, look up those two, and that might give you something to start. Yes, Mo throws. That's the best one. Interactive map. Armored MMA does have the best one. Mo, thanks for that. All right, if I don't go, I'm gonna get in trouble. They're gonna charge me for another day. We'll see you in a little bit. Thanks for tuning in. Catch y'all later. I might stop and hit Bob on the side of the road somewhere. Thank you. Yo, Jay. Y'all have a good rest of the day.